today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return.
The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Not exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied him to another division title and got him into the playoffs, and late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Here's Brees. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he finds Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Down, New Orleans.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears getting the football here offensively, and the man in charge at QB. It is fourth year now for North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And the 31.
The numbers in last week's game for Graham. 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky, the connection made, it's Graham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
On first down, Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First down, Saints.
Breeze now on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left.
Right, baby. It's on.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready. 95, 56.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, now Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. We're a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Breeze now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Check 59, Mike,
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tre'Quan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season. That is caught by Cohen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Harris now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he's got this down to the 35.
Breeze.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is Cook with the grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Saints.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Jared Cook.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Bears 3.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 31-13 was the final. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Philip Dorsett, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this from both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 2, Trubisky, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Cordero Patterson.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Williams on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Saints take over.
Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Brees now on 1st down. And he finds Montgomery complete.
Brees.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
And 1 at the 48-yard line.
Murray. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down at the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Saints just continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go. And we got Mike.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning them down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
Taken down by Kyle Fuller. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's Murray. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A a 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
At the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Trubisky will throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Watch the slant. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Murray, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.